Previously on Bad Skyrim. I wonder if the meat is already cooked. Oh, it's a Stormcloak soldier.
You're gonna pay! Oh, but I will have your blood!
Oh crap. I have a disease that progresses to vampirism. And now the continuation. Okay, so I got a lot of junk in my inventory that nobody needs because it was given there by some mods or something. So, shut up, kid. Get out of here, you little weasel. You bother me. Alright, so you want to make sure no one can see you. Go over here to some sort of container and just open it up. And then switch over to character. And I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use any of that. But some people wanted glasses, so I'm going to keep some glasses. And I'm going to keep maybe one each of the interesting types of wings. But some of the weird ones I'm just going to get rid of because I don't know if I'm going to use wings or not. There we go. And so those are there. Let's change a couple of things. Let's put the glasses on. Do wings look good? Wings might be a little much. If you really want wings like really, really bad, leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to ditch the wings. Let's take the hat off too. That's pretty styling, right? Okay, so now it's time to rest until morning. 1 a.m. Let's just go ahead until like the middle of the day. And rest and rest and rest. Some of you might be wondering, how do you do all these mods like this? And I'm going to get into, once I get mods finalized and figured out a little more solidly, I'm going to release a list of the mods that I use for different things.
Nope, sorry. Nothing.
Yeah, I know, dude. And, okay, so this issue right here, this is when you have a parallax texture applied to something that shouldn't have one. And I'm just too lazy to fix it. But that's what's happening. Parallax makes it look like it's 3 dimensions when it's actually 2. It's really great. So I've got a link in the description of most of these videos that tells you, it sends you to the Skyrim Speed and Stability Guide on the Nexus, which is a very good place to start for modding. Oh yeah, this is heroic. Okay, we need to... Okay, so here's some interesting stuff about that. There's a lot of, I would say, I would even call it rumor going around that taking an arrow to the knee actually means getting married. And if you do some research on that, there's just really no actual precedent for that rumor. It's a nice story, but I don't think that it's true. Okay, Falkreath. There really isn't a whole lot of interesting stuff to do there. So let's head off. We'll take our Fleetwood Max Spirit and... we're going to go this way and see what we can find on the way. So you're going to want to look at the Skyrim Speed and Stability Guide. That'll get you started with how to make sure you install mods in a way that's actually good. Another thing to do is if there's a mod you're interested in, just look it up. Like, just Google it, type in the mod's name and just put safe ? And then you'll find some post somewhere where someone's telling you whether or not that mod causes problems. Like, there's a mod I used to use called Crimson Tide, which did some cool blood stuff. But it's just kind of a broken mod. And it's really cool, but the problem with it is it causes some issues with the game. Oh, hi. It causes some issues with the game, and it's just not a really smart idea to use it. Oh, look at that. I'm getting damp. Let's see where we are. First time in the map. Okay, so we're actually kind of heading back to where we were. But let's head on up this way. So that's what you're going to want to do is pay attention to which mods are safe to use and whatnot. But a couple of tools you're going to want to get right away is the loot. It's called Loot. It's the Load Order Optimizer tool. And that one will put your plugins in the right order so that they don't conflict with each other. Sometimes it'll tell you need to fix some stuff, and you're going to need TES5 Edit for that. And that'll allow you to clean mods up if they have what's called dirty edits. Haha, you missed! Excellent. Okay, let's level up a little bit, since we know we're doing magical things. Now, the way I like to do this, even with a perk mod, is at least every other level up, you're going to put something in health. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. I like to get quite a bit of health up there before I start building up anything else. I've already got a little bit in restoration. Let's see what we can get for this. Flame affinity, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really crazy about that. Let's find something else. Enchanting might be good. I don't know. Maybe I've been saving perks for so long now. Sneak is not very good for magical people. I don't like alchemy very much. I'm kind of a jerk. Ooh, quiet casting. That's kind of neat. I'll keep that one in mind. But let's see what conjuration has. Doubles the range of summon spells and the duration of conjuration spells. 50 health and summon creatures gain 20, so that's pretty cool. But I'm actually gonna maybe hang on to these. Yeah, I don't really need any of those just yet. What's this last one? Okay, one more before we go off and look. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay, let's see. Rorikstead, Helgen, Winter. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah. So, load order optimizer tool, TES5 edit, which cleans up dirty edits and mods. And then there's one called, let's quick save. There's one called, oh, it's Maik the Liar. He is the best. He says really funny stuff.
Maik wishes you well. How does anyone know there was a city of Winterhold? Maik did not see it with his eyes. Did you? Too much magic can be dangerous. Maik once had 2 spells and burnt his sweet roll. What does this mean to combine magic? Magic plus magic is still magic. Maik is tired now. Go bother somebody else.
So the cool thing about Maik is he says stuff that's a little meta.
Maik is done talking.
He'll say, like some of the stuff he would say in Oblivion, because he's been around for a while. In Oblivion, there were a lot of people complaining that there's no werewolves. And there were people complaining that there were no thrown weapons, because Morrowind had both of those. And so if you ask him about thrown weapons, he would say, Mike thinks it is strange some people like to throw their weapons. If you hold on to your weapon, you only need one. Or if you said something about werewolves, he would say, werewolves? Where? Wolves? Men that are wolves? Mike sees many men. And many wolves. This is enough for Maik. And stuff like that. He says some pretty fun stuff. He actually appeared in Morrowind as well. He was out on an island and said some stuff about like Rolf the Uber and multiplayer and stuff. But I don't really remember most of it. It's funny how people with modded Skyrim play. You're running around, what is like, oh my goodness, look at that texture. How great is that? Holy cow. So beautiful and stuff. Actually, that one's not really that great. I need higher resolution. Bark textures. You get the idea, though. So that's how all of that works. Okay, let's see if we can find somewhere to go. There's some stuff up here. So I've got a couple of things since the last video that I made. I haven't quite gotten the new landscape stuff I have optimized, and so you'll see every once in a while a bit of a stutter or a drop in frame rate. And that's to be expected. It's just kind of how it goes. But I find it sure looks a lot nicer. The last tool you need... Boy, I'm scatterbrained today. The last tool you need is one called Rybash. W-R-Y-E Bash. And that will take some stuff that is like contradictory between a bunch of mods and make a patch for them so that they all play nice together. Well, there was something around here, but I seem to have lost it. Oh, well, that's okay. It's pretty. Look how pretty it is. You know, a little bit of a frame rate drop when there's a lot of grass like this. Grass is actually one of the things that'll just kill your frame rate so bad, but it's so pretty. The setup I've got going with all the environment things is pretty nice. There's still some stuff I'm not terribly happy with, like the way the sun works. I can't get the sun to look right, and it's strange. But we'll figure it out. For the time being, I mean, how often do you really spend time staring right at the sun? I mean, it looks okay, but it's not the best. It could be better. This is like the least eventful time I've ever played Skyrim. Nothing's happening. Let's see. I've got this thing that hides what all the distant markers are, and I've got to hold down my compass to see it. And that keeps it a little more of a surprise, because if I like look and see it's, oh look, this is a mine, I'm less inclined to go to that, because for some reason I just kind of think that mines are boring. I'm going to teach you how to climb in Skyrim. So you jump, and you're going to put yourself at some different angles, and if you just keep on tap and jump over and over again and going back and forth, you can actually really gain some ground as you go. You know, of course now I'm not doing it right, but it works, I promise. Maybe somebody else who's better at this can comment. Okay, fine. Maybe we're not going to use the cheat climby way. What is that? Somebody's blacksmithing something. Here we go. It is a mine. I knew it. Some of you people that play Skyrim more than I do are probably thinking, oh, that's Bilebolt's mine over there. I already knew that. If you have a horse, it's way easier to jump up like this. There you go. See how that works? Totally just wall hacking your way up. Alright. I can't escape my sneaky nature. Oh, snap. Oh, he's just a bandit. Okay. I don't want to kill him off the... Oh, look, there's two of them. Bandit outlaws are tougher than bandit bandits. I've got a couple of mod... Oh, crap. Okay, he's just a normal bandit. Run away! So if you get low on magic, you can still keep firing off one little jolt of like lightning or burst of flame, and they're actually pretty effective. So that's sort of a secret that you can do. Let's quick save. And let's get some stuff. Okay. War picks are crazy powerful. Fur is important because I've got Frostfall turned on, which adds realistic exposure and stuff. So you got to be careful about that. You want to have fur stuff or hide stuff because it's really good at keeping you warm. And we're going to head to northern regions at some point. I just know it. Oh, look, an orcish greatsword. Okay. So it wouldn't be Elder Scrolls without a little bit of hybridization with things. So let's go ahead and go over here. And let's look at what we got. Barbarian boots or light armor. So we'll get some of that. We'll get some fur bracers for light armor. And we still need to have some magical stuff, but I want to find some magical robes or something. Vampire boots are kind of cool. Maybe some vampire boots will look nice. Maybe I already had those on and don't remember. Anyway, so we've got some stuff here. That'll be pretty good. And we're going to stick with... It looks like our magic's strong enough to keep on going. I love the heat shimmer. In fact, that's something that's in the vanilla game is the heat shimmer. But I don't think the smoke there is, and that's really bright smoke. This is something that comes from the Complete Crafting Overhaul, which allows you to melt things down. Another really good mod that pretty much everyone should have is better message box control and... what's the other one? There's another... better dialogue controls. It just makes it really easy to push the buttons on things. See, look at how I can break these down and get some nice stuff for them. Fur boots I don't need. Steel ingot. How do I get a steel ingot from fur gauntlets? I don't understand how that works. There's the war pick and the light armor and the storm cloak. Curious. I don't need that thing. Dwarven and... Okay. There we go. So it gives you some more options with creating and breaking down stuff. It's really nice, actually. And that's the complete crafting overhaul redone, I think is what it's called, or rebooted or remade or something. Reload or load or the Black Album or something. Alright, so let's see what's in this mine. I have quick save bound to a key on my mouse because I use a mouse with many buttons, and I find that that's completely invaluable. Oh, they're talking. You'll also notice I've got something that doesn't tell you how difficult the lock is when you're about to unlock it. Now, I promised people a tutorial on how I undo locks. I've got a pretty texture for... I'm pointing at the screen again with my hand, which you can't see, but I've got a pretty texture on lockpicks because it looks nice. And I forget what it's called, but it's out there. So the way you do this is you just have your right key. You can tap it to the right or the left. I tap it to the right. And you just tap it a little bit. See, it's going to give here. And... Okay, that one's broken. So I know that it's close. Now, it'll tell you that the lockpick will break and fall the direction you need to put it. It's just not true. You just test it. So... The first thing I do is I test, does it give right here? And you can tell if the bottom of the little, not the lockpick, but the other thing sticking out of it. If that moves, then it's going to give. If I put it clear over here, that thing, it's not going to move very much. So you want to see, will it give a nice, good, fluid move? Then I usually go straight up. If I don't get it there, I'll go over to this corner. See if I get movement there, go to this corner, see if I get movement there, and then I just go one lockpick length in until I find the place where it likes to move. I'm wasting lockpicks telling you how to do this, but this one, it's probably right about over here. Maybe about one or a half or one lockpick away. It looks like it was the other direction. See? You just got to test it. This must be a really hard lock. Couple of ticks left or right. I'm gonna break all my lock picks on this stupid lock. There we go. So it was just 2 ticks away from center. Look at all this stuff. Oh, that thing's kind of Sauron. I don't really want to carry it though. I don't think I want that. I'm gonna leave it there. The orcs can have it. Do I have a wood? I have a woodcutter's axe already. Oh, look at this! A bedroll. I can't sleep while the enemies are nearby, though, so we gotta take care of them. So there's probably a trap up here.
What was that?
Oh, crap, it's just a dude right there. Bandit Chief! Okay, I'm gonna use a strategy here. Oh, no. Haha! Alright. You've been sent to bleed out, blah, 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 blah. So this is a mod that allows you to have a different experience with death. And I'm trying it out. I'm not sure how I'm going to like it, but we'll see. So, alright, I can use a dragon soul to keep myself alive, or see what I'm going to do. I'm not going to waste a dragon soul. I don't even know how I got one. Maybe I don't even have one. Okay, blacked out, near death. We'll see what happens. So this is supposed to give some different experiences when you die to see what happens, and anything could happen. Well, so far it's just a whole lot of nothing right here. Okay. Okay. 80 gold, and ouch. Looks like I've been captured. Huh. Alright, well, let's get my spells back. Oh wait, I want healing and sparks. I don't have any idea where I am. I guess this is kind of interesting because I don't know where I am. Let's take a look on the map. I'm kind of cheating here. Oh, I'm so far away from... Well, I guess I'm not that far away. I was actually in Bile Gulch. Okay, so I'm actually pretty close to where I was. I gotta go back in there and get my stuff. Let's see. Get your gear back. Let's turn that off. And turn those off. That one is in there, so it's probably where I died. So this is like EverQuest mode. We'll get my gear back. Here we go, okay. So I've got to find a way to defeat that guy. Sneaking. Time to save. Oh, look, a book. I bet it gives me a skill. Yeah. I'm not taking the book, though. Just read it. Look at all the sneak powers I'm getting. Oh man, it's a good thing he's dumb.
I'll never do another span in that stinking jail. Rather die than give myself up.
Do I have dual casting for destruction? Okay, some more health would be good. Destruction. I do have dual casting. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get double sparks. And we're going to go mess this dude up. Oh, he has a lot of health. And there goes my magic. Okay. Let's let it do its thing and regenerate. He can't catch me. Oh, he's got me!
You're bleeding. I'll skin you alive.
Uh-oh. Okay, we got him. That's good. Ranger armor. That's kind of neat. Big old sword and a key. And stolen gear. Alright. Got my gear back. I wonder if I have to open it. Stolen gear. Nope, I just got it all back. Okay, that's cool. Gotta put my glasses back on. And that should do. Alright. Let's rest. And let's fulfill another wish that everyone had. So, the voting for this last one said that we should definitely let the vampire disease run its course. So it's vampire time coming up. Now don't worry, this isn't going to turn into like some big old only vampire thing. Because there's some decisions to make down the road when it comes to vampire stuff. And we'll see what happens with that. But more on that when we get there. So we're going to do a little bit of resting. And get this whole thing going. I actually really enjoy the vampire gameplay because I think it adds an element of challenge to normal stuff. You've got to make sure that you feed often enough or your character goes kind of nuts and no one likes them. Depending on how you set it up. And I'm going to go over some settings for a mod called Better Vampires, which I think is absolutely essential if you're going to do vampire gameplay. So I keep this on all the time, and I just want to make sure it's set up the way that I like it. So actually, let's head into the menu right now. You can see a lot of mods that I use here. There's tons of them, but we'll get into vampires. And some general options here. So normal progression. I like to do this as reverse progression, so feeding makes you stronger. I like to be stage 4 hated, so that forces me to make sure that I keep up with things. I don't like this because it runs a lot of scripts and it messes with it, so they're not affected by hunger. Sun visual effects really mess things up, so I don't like it. Specialized sun damage, you can do a couple of things, but we're not doing them because I don't want that on. Sneak feeding is a must. I really like that. Combat biting is kind of cool. Low life penalties is really good. Victim appearance, yeah. No extraction. I don't like to do feeding adds perk points. I think that's a little too overpowered. This one's fine. This means when you get to be a super powerful vampire, you can feed on other vampires, and that's kind of weird, but cool. Victims keep their own skills, yes. Regen in low light I like. Vampire hunters, I don't mind them. It doesn't really matter. Force feeding, yes, but I don't like corpse feeding. Sun damage, I don't do just because I do actually want to be able to play the game. Rank progression, easier ranks, that's fine. Dynamic stages, I like to see the stages sped up. It makes it a little more challenging, and I feel like it's a good balance. Finally, there's some abilities that I just turn off because I don't really think they're necessary. Let's see, are there any? I might have already turned them off. Don't need that. Don't need that. The others are fine. So that's good. So let's save that. And we'll just do one more session of rest and go. The werewolf mod that I like to use is called Moonlight Tales. And I don't really play as a werewolf very often, but I like it because it adds werebears, and bears are like my favorite animal. My son, incidentally, when he plays Skyrim, he always plays as a werewolf, and so that's kind of his deal. Moonlight Tales works very nicely with better vampires, and integrates quite well with a bunch of other werewolf mods, so that's pretty good. Okay, one thing to know about Skyrim, if you're using a Skyrim script extender, which you kind of have to, and that the speed and stability guide goes over how to get that going. There we go. I like the glowy eyes because they look cool in the dark. Oh, but that's not so. You see, because Frostfall, I like to make sure, for the sake of gameplay, I take this off. Because I think Frostfall gameplay is fun, and I don't think vampires should be completely overpowered. So there we go. That's how I have that all set up. Let's see what else we've got here. And now that we have vampire powers, this will be a little more interesting, because we've got to hurry up and feed or we're going to have a bad time. Oh dear. Nothing over there. Is that really all there is in this place? There's probably a door somebody knows about and they're yelling at the screen right now. Go over there, idiot. There's a door. I don't know where it is. Now you can use... I showed this in the last one. There's a mod that makes it... I think it's called better spell effects. But it makes it so that your spells actually cast light. And you can see that based on the fact that my spell hand is glowy on my leg there. Which looks nice. But the spells also give off light, so you can see by them in the dark. I don't know if that's default or if that's added by the mod, but we'll see. Alright, so the way that vampirism works with this mod is you go out in the sun, and it just makes you weak. It doesn't actually kill you. So if you take a look at my stats here, you'll see that, look at that, these are all reduced so that I'm not overpowered, and I don't have some of the bonuses I would normally enjoy when it's dark. Instead, it's just rainy. And I'm going to get super wet and start to freeze, but the air is warm, so it's okay. Vampires also take reduced fall damage, so that's nice. I can jump down off of things pretty well. Alright, we're heading east. Let's go kind of north. Oh, that's pretty. Look at all that. Pause and save. Okay. Oh, I wonder what that is. There's a big fort up there. So Spurg, the perk mod I use, makes it so that blah 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 blah. It makes it so that you can gain armor skill just by running in that armor, which is really nice. So, looks like we've got a little bit of... Oh, crap. I fell too far. I wonder what I'm going to get captured by now. Oh no, I just died. So embarrassing. Okay, let's try this again. This time I won't jump as far. Oh, but look, there's a moose there. And see, look at my light armor increase. And here's that level up again. Okay. We're banking some perks. But we'll need them. Because I'm going to need to start using some. Oh, this is one of my favorite areas in the game. It gets so pretty over here with all the mountains and the clouds and stuff. Oh no. So embarrassing I can't one-shot that rat. Get him, soldiers! How many soldiers does it take to kill a rat? I guess if it's a rat the size of a dog, it's probably a couple. Oh, here's bonsai trees. Mr. Miyagi planted that one right there himself. Okay. Off we go. Now you'll notice that my fatigue doesn't regenerate very quickly, and that's because it's daytime. But it regenerates a little bit because there's shadows overcast, and it's starting to get to... I don't know if it's turning daytime or nighttime, to be honest. But I'm a lot stronger at night as, you know, being the vampire that we are. Oh, well, now that's cool. Oh, look, it's a wolf. Okay, got charred wolf. We get his pelt. So here's a problem. This dirt texture does not line up with that one very nicely, so you get this goofy geometry going there, but I'm not really going to freak out about it. Because everything else is gorgeous. Look at all that steam. I don't know where, or fog. I don't know where it came from, but I like it. Is there anything nearby here? It's getting kind of creepy out. We're headed west. Let's go north a little bit. Oh, who are you?
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
Okay, whatever, dude. Ogling. That sounds so much more inappropriate than it actually is. Saving the air! Haha. Let's see if we can find ourselves a town. Actually, that grotesque guy might be useful. This brings up another moral dilemma that we have to choose here. What kind of vampire should we be? Should we be one of those vampires that just doesn't give a crap and will feed on anyone because they're cattle? Or should we be one of those like goody-goody vampires who's like, well, I want to coexist with the humans and they're people too and they have feelings and stuff? We're just going to say, for this time, I couldn't control myself. Oh no! What have I done? It's so sad. But look, he had so much stuff. Studded armor and a cool hat. And a club. Oh, I got a new vampire rank because of that. So that's cool. 1 feeding. Really needed to do that. So now I'll be satisfied for a little while. But that's another thing. So leave a comment and let me know what kind of vampire should this character be. Ruthless or, you know, compassionate, coexistent type of vampire. I wonder what's over here. Maybe trouble. Oh, look at that, an inn. Should we go in it? Oh, I'm sorry. That was really bad. Somebody shoot at me? It's a dog. Let's see what we can find here with our incorrectly parallaxed door. Any second now. Yeah. I like this in song. Color correction is what makes it so that you'll notice that the darker colors are kind of a desaturated blue, and the warmer colors move to a slightly orangish purple. And that's what color correction does. It allows you to determine where the tendencies color goes, whether it's lighter or darker, and that gives it a real cinematic feel.
You'll be looking to rent Tiber Septim's room, I take it?
Tiber Septim's room?
That's right. In the Second Era, Tiber Septim himself led the army that conquered Old Heraldin from the barbarians of the Reach. Septim would later found the empire that united Tamriel, but his first known battle and victory was right here. And this inn has the very bed the great general slept in on his first night as Old Heraldin's liberator. As good as it was hundreds of years ago.
I don't know. I think she's making that up.
Have a good rest. It's the big room with the double bed.
Let's see. Does she have any rumors?
Been talk of a little boy in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino. Get this. He's been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Foolish lad.
Ooh, any other
They
rumors?
say Falion of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all manner of undead.
Oh, any other
You've
rumors?
seen that Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Any other rumors?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Okay, that's it for the rumors.
I'll show you to your room.
Lots to go on. I bet it's this one right over here. With the double bed, like she said. Okay. Oh, look, a battle.
Hope there's anything else you need.
Alright. So, doing pretty heroic stuff here. Lots of rumors to follow up on. And I guess that...
Just pale as scared of sunlight or something?
Get out of here. That's really loud. That thing really carries, doesn't it? Okay, so the questions we have now are, what kind of vampire are we going to be? We're going to be a ruthless vampire or a friendly, careful vampire? And as we try and figure out what sort of rumors that we're going to follow and what kind of heroic deeds we're going to do... Now stop that. Okay, as we try and figure out what sort of heroic deeds we're going to follow and what kind of rumors we're just... Okay, that's enough, okay? Alright. Are we going to go after, like, see the Shrine of Azura? Or maybe we should go check out that kid in Windhelm. Or maybe we should just see where the wind takes us. So, leave a comment on what sort of things you'd like to see and what kind of vampire we're going to be. And as for now, it's time to go to bed. So, thanks for watching. And, again, please leave a comment so that we know what's going to happen here. Because... man, I don't know. It could go any which way. But we need to find which way is best for Tamriel. Which way is best for Skyrim. And which way is going to... Now, just knock it off, okay? That is enough. We're in a room, okay? Just an inn. There's dead animal skins everywhere. It's not even that heroic. It's just not time for that.